I regret that a lot of my colleagues who wanted to come here at the middle of the semester and they cannot make it because Spain is kind of, I always want to have come to Spain for wine conference, but unfortunately we didn't really have a lot of conference in Spain. And I talked with Javier, like, why not to have a conference in Spain to learn about the wine reason and food in Spain is kind of become a very popular in globally and so on. So, well, it's my first time to visit Alicante, and it's one of the best place. In terms of, I think the hospitality that I received in a hotel, I usually see a difference there. So I wish that you continue to host this conference annually to interact with the academia and to promote this great wine reason and so on. I'd like to talk about this, my research topic. I work with my colleague, Professor from Bordeaux, and Professor Chameeva. I think her students are here, but the professor really wanted to come here, but she has the meeting, leadership meeting, and so she cannot make it. And so we talk about the idea of the artificial intelligence, the adaptation of artificial AI in the wine industry. So my topic is the service quality in the wine industry. So how the artificial intelligence can be adopted in the wine industry in terms of the winery, for the visitors who come to the winery, how we can improve the service quality using artificial intelligence and technology driven. And that is the kind of the topic that we like to explore through this research topic. And professor is here from Bordeaux, so she has a different perspective, and I'm in California, more likely people use a lot of the technology. So why not to collaborate? So that's how we came up with this idea. This is still earlier stage of the research topic, but we like to share with you guys about some of the potential topics that you may explore for further research. As you can see, the introductions, and I found that artificial intelligence, the statistics, and how the AI has been growing. And I read about Wall Street Journal and said that the columnist at the Wall Street Journal said that AI is kind of one of the significant of the technology evolution we never experienced. As you can see, the NVIDIA, some of the stocks for the NVIDIA producing artificial intelligence chips, and their stocks, the stock price, some of you might have invested in, but NVIDIA, the stock price has gone up significantly. The company is growing, it's kind of crazy. That really how it shows that the AI has affected our business industry. And you can see the 200 million people weekly active users for ChatGPT, and the impact of the AI that affected the productivity, and people become more productive using artificial intelligence tools. And so I'd like to talk about how the AI could improve the productivity of the work in the context of the wine industry. And there are some examples about the automations of a business process, robot serving customers, and robotics. And you go to the restaurant, and the robot is cleaning up the dishes instead of the servers. And that is a recurring and repetitive process. And also virtual assistant has become it's very common among a lot of the companies, and instead of hiring the human beings, and the companies they use a virtual assistant to help customers who visit your website who have some problems with the complaining, and virtual assistant to solve your problems, and eventually they may not replace the human beings, but it saves the company that the money is, and rather than outsourcing people who pick up the phone calls from India and so on, that a lot of companies have adopted virtual assistant. Cost efficiency as well as productivity. More and more companies have adopted that for virtual assistants. And start to pop up, and like the human beings, and they have the human being opinions and names, and then you type your problems, and they say that I'm sorry you experienced. That is kind of you anticipate with empathy for look at the robot and so on. Also, as you can see, the global AI adaptation rate in diverse business sectors, from the retailing business to banking, and wine industry is kind of a little bit lag behind. I would say that the wine industry is most of the times in Europe and even United States, California, the small wineries account for most of the wineries, and it's a small business, and every business is one of the main reasons they are not able to adopt AI is money. It's a heavy capital investment is needed to adopt AI. So I'd like to see how in this presentation, how did the winery can adopt AI? Even small wineries and so on. So the goal of this study is kind of to discuss how AI can be integrated in the winery's digital service strategy. I'm not focusing on the production side. I'm not a wine production guy, and I'm talking about operations and when wine tourists visit the winery and how we can adopt the AI-related technology to improve the wine tourists' experience so that they can come back, repeat, and loyalty. That is the goal, and so I don't really touch on that the production, how you make that a better wine. But for me, this research topic with the professor from Congo is just how you better serve wine tourists who visit your winery and that can keep coming back because they have great experience. That is the idea. And the second topic is I like to explore some of the AI-related research topics in the context of the wine industry. There are some topics you can think about it. So I like to open that discussions with here the participants. AI integration in the service industry. To me, the wine industry, yes, we produce a manufacturing wine product. It's a tangible wine product. You drink it, but also at the same time, it is the service industry. Especially those small wineries selling that wine that your wine is only. You don't really distribute your wine through the distribution channel because you don't make enough wine to use just the family-owned wine. Then just selling the wine to the people who visit your winery. That needs a service industry because through the service you generate that winery and you create value. So that's the service. So service affects the wine tourist satisfaction significantly. On top of the quality of wine, yes, quality of wine is great, but the people are happy with the way you treat them and they may not come back. That is the idea. So I believe that the wine industry is part of the service. It's an extra service which adds value to your winery brand. So there's a number of the researches. Javier is helping me, but I'm running managing a journal. It's called Journal of Food Service Business Research, and we received around 300 manuscripts, and a lot of manuscripts nowadays is related to technology and robots and food delivery applications, and that's kind of the researchers have the attention to nowadays. And technology, the impact of technology from consumer behavior, business operation, those a lot of the papers touching on that aspect. Even I just got the papers on the robot, the baristas. Those concepts have emerged significantly. So as you can see, the AI, the definition, and there's a lot of definitions there. And, so you can take a look. So one of the paper that I have based on is Professor Kyuho and Russ in 2018, how the AI affected the service industry, and they developed very nice theory and how the AI can be used in the service industries, and they come up with the 3 different criteria. in terms of mechanical and thinking and feeling. It was 2018, I was heavily deciding that the first, the authors claimed that the mechanical, in terms of the delivery robot, self-service kiosk, and housekeeping robots, that is mechanical. And company can replace a human being for robots. In Asia, Spain is the wine country. You produce wines and you drink the wines and everyday daily life. And if you go to Asia, wine is sold in kiosks, small convenience stores. But they use that, you go to the kiosk in a small convenience stores in South Korea, so that's where I come from. And then you click that the wine, you touch wine and the wine information is pop up and kiosk. And so there's a lot of technologies going on. That aspect is a mechanical robot. This is one of the areas that AI has been already affected the industry, robots. I was in shopping last spring, and I went to the National Restaurant Association show in Chicago. It's one of the biggest restaurant show, and people from all over the world come there. There is a lot of technology there. All of the conference booth is all about the robot and serving customers and so on. So the robot, that's mechanical. And the second item that the criteria what the professor Kyuho Lee and the rest that came up with how the AI can affect the service industry in the area of thinking. That is a lot of companies have used that thinking, based on the previous purchase histories, and the company using cookies and so on, and they know that what kind of product you purchasing, and they are based on the digesting your data, purchase history, and they can predict what kind of product you can buy. That is the category of thinking, which is called the machine learning. Nowadays the customers, the past history, and they predict what kind of product you are more likely to buy. So it's a Netflix, and always that you watch these movies, and you're more likely to watch these movies, and they suggest it and so on. That is important because Netflix knows that if you promote the new movies, and they know what how many target market people will watch it. So that is machine learning. Because others selling Amazon, the main companies have done that. I think that the wine industry can do that, based on your histories and data analysis through using AI. You're more likely to drink a certain type of wines. You're not going to drink the wines that you never drink, because we all have our preferences and hobbies. That is second item, and thinking, and third is the feelings, like virtual service agent and chatbot for customer service, customer support, virtual service agent. Again, as I told you, that it's become a very common nowadays. It was very interesting to me that anthropomorphisms, that is a product that bears human appearance, which include the psychological features like emotions and personality and the gestures. You go to the company's website, virtual assistant, look like human beings. They have human being names and appearance. And the non-psychological features, such as presence of a physical resemblance to human bodies, head, eyes, arms, those all affect the customers' likeness of the acceptance of the virtual assistant. Avatar theory is a digital entity possessing anthropomorphic features in terms of appearance and behaviors. I think that I suggest that you have female customers, and then virtual assistant, female virtual assistant may work better. I don't know, so on. So there is a lot of studies on here. Okay. And again, I like to relate the food service into the wine industry and winery. Because food services, in my opinion, the food service business is far ahead of the wine industries. And and I think two industries kind of correlated. And based on my visit to the National Restaurant Association show in Chicago, they counted very nice statistics. I would like to integrate in this study. And the restaurant is highly labor intensive. You need to hire the cook and servers and hostess, and you need to hire all the human beings to create the product. And it said the number of employees needed to generate 1 million sales for restaurant industry. You need to have 12.1 that the employees you need to hire. It is very human, labor intensive that the business compares to gas stations and clothing. And so AI might replace, could help the wine industry to improve that the productivities could replace human beings' jobs for the wine industry in the future. Yeah, on top of that, it was very interesting. Right now, the restaurants in the United States, as you can see, the digital order, right, from that applications. Then I can skip this part. I like the wine tourist journey in the digital areas. You arrive at, you like to visit the Napas, and you arrive at San Francisco airport with the smartphones, right? You make reservations with the airlines always send you text message which gate you need to go. And then when you arrive in San Francisco airport, and you got the Ubers. Uber says that, oh, we have promotions. Do you know why that? Because Uber bought the data from that airline companies, and Uber knows that it's a very targeted group of people more likely to use Uber from the San Francisco airport. Then you use a smartphone and then take the Uber and go to the hotels in Napa or Sonoma and use your smartphones and make reservations and and then go to the wineries and which winery I need to go. Then you see that the social media postings and Yelp.com and so on that I go to the wineries. So all those kind of customers, wine tourist journey is based on smartphone and digital and so on. So we just cannot avoid this. And I like to speak this part, pre-purchase and purchase, and post-purchase, how the AI can be integrated in the wine industry. The last one is something that I was kind of something interesting in terms of the impact of the AI in the wine industry. I like to see how the highly involved wine visitors and low involved wine tourists, there is difference, I believe. So if you're very knowledgeable in the wine industry and wine, do you really care about AI or those suggestions? Compared to I'm kind of new, I don't think quite that often, then I'm more likely to rely on the AI. So there is difference. It's a moderating factor in terms of your wine knowledge and wine involvement. That could be a factor. That is potential research idea. And second, I also think the global consumer perspective, that there is difference between Westerners and Asian consumers in dependence on the AI. I predict that the Asian consumers tend to adopt more AI for wine purchase and visiting wine compared to Western consumers. That is because technology is more developed in Asian countries, in Japan, Korea, so they tend to use more of the technology. They are more open. So there is a particular research idea. And the third one is, as you can see, a lot of the researchers adopted the technology acceptance model in using the AI. And in terms of the usefulness of the using AI and perceived ease of the use of the AI. So those are researchers adopted use that technology acceptance model as a theoretical basis to find out how the AI affects consumer behavior and so on. So there is more research ideas on this aspect, and that is pretty much it. Any other follow-up questions?
Thank you very much for your presentation, Kyuho. Really insightful. Do you have any questions? If not, I
Oh,
think
yes,
that
there is one question there. Hold on.
Very quick question. There's also the issue of. Thank you. A quick question about the issue of the ethics of AI. And could AI as well introduce a bias in terms of selection and influences of the visitors' choices and where they go and where they decide?
I think that's a wonderful question. There is a research idea that the paper is just published. I saw there was sommelier, robotic sommelier versus could replace the human sommelier. Human sommelier has biases. Depends on how you look like and so on, their recommendations might differ. And the robotic sommelier might be more fair, and that there is just a research article was published, I think, because the wine industry is with the vast amount of the wine brand and the products, then AI might influence consumer choice of the, when you visit the restaurant, and you don't know what kind of the wine you can buy, maybe instead of human being a sommelier who might be biased. Maybe a robotic sommelier might be more effective, even at depending on your wine knowledge. Especially if you don't have a lot of wine knowledge, probably you may rely on that robotic sommelier. I don't know, there's kind of company they just came up with that. I don't know any companies using it, but there's certainly a research opportunity there.
Thank you very much. You have more job. I'm sorry, Kyuho, but
Can I ask one more question? Going back to the idea that there is an opportunity for suggesting new types of wines, depending in your already existing knowledge. There is any app or application that it's being in use that recollect data to do that kind of suggestions?
Yeah, so there's a lot of applications for wine search, but there's some platform there, I believe. But in terms of applications that you can use this smartphone, I'm not really familiar with it. There must be some there, but I don't think that popular.
Okay. Because, thinking what you were talking about, that you have an opportunity to apply AI, and mostly thinking about the Californian industry that you have near Silicon Valley, it is weird to me to think that they don't have already done an application for the mobile in which you can have your own database and see what do you like and your specific wine tasting.
A wonderful question. I would like to address it, but the restaurant industry, those big chain restaurants like Starbucks, their competitive advantage come from application. Through application, they collect the customer data and histories. But wine industry, they don't have that. So they have not really collected the customer's data. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
clubs for Starbucks, they got all the vast amount of their loyalty membership, and they have customers' data, and then they use it to promote their the product and happy hours and things like that. But in the wine industry, I don't think wineries that create their own apps.
The problem with that part is that you are talking about big companies that has really loyal people. Here, I was thinking that the solution might be from the customer's part, because if you have I don't know, any winery that wants to make a loyalty experience or application or whatever, they don't have enough. They don't have mass consumption, or they don't have even the possibility to have something. The resources, yeah, and also, yeah, and also the consumers. They don't have enough consumers to make an app for that. So, if you make from the other part an app in which as
So you can develop applications for the wineries.
yeah. No, not for the winery, for the consumer. So, for example, I was thinking more in, for example, if you are a consumer, you can put what wine do you taste, the money, if you like it, if you don't, and then with that you can make like a collection of what do you like and what do you know, and then with that information you can receive suggestions on what you can taste, and also that data you can use it to develop new products with the specific taste of the regions in which you are participating. There, but there is nothing developed with that.
In my opinion, there might be some kind of the big ones and covers all the entire world, but I wish that there's apps and focusing on the wineries and Alicante, for example, to me it's more relaxed, and because it was the developers, this come from this area, so I know that it helped me to which winery I need to go and spawn,
Okay.
rather than just think of applications covered the entire 100,000 wine grapes. Can I just say? So there's opportunities you guys can take unconscious, in my opinion. I think because in the restaurant industry, there's big things, apps. People use apps to order. It's 35%, so we can continue to talk.
Yeah.
I'll make it quick. I love conversations and debates like this. There's simply not as many wine industry apps as there are restaurant apps. If you go to any app store, there's tons and tons and tons of restaurant apps that are largely useless. There's a couple of them that have been good, or a couple that have gone out of business, but you don't find that in the wine industry. And when you were talking about applying this level of technology for a winery, it's only going to be the biggest wineries like Mondavi in California, or 19 Crimes out of Australia, a big exporter, that have the resources, the financial resources, and also the vision to develop something like AI modeling of their customer base. So what you're seeing, all of the wineries that do have customer loyalty lists, they amount to nothing more than really a newsletter, a special event notice, and that's kind of it. They are not developing profiles on their customers like Starbucks is, or like Burger King is with the apps that people use. And I think that one of the biggest opportunities lost from most governments in the world is the opportunity to really focus on the wine-loving traveler, or even the food-loving traveler, but let's talk about the wine-loving traveler. There's so many different kinds of wine grapes and varietals and flavor profiles and climate. This Cabernet Sauvignon grows really well here. Pinot Noir needs a slightly cooler climate. But if you go to any National Tourist Office website, like the French